Hi everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. In the last episode, we got the air element.
You know, this used to be a beautiful place.
So
Before the
now
trolls came
we're
and
going to
started
start the
drilling for
process of
oil.
getting everything together to get
They
the
give it all to
water
Chaos
element.
for his crazy machines.
So
And then if things weren't bad enough, they captured my
Gurgle
people.
Finn's letting
But now
everybody know
you're
what's
here.
going on.
Go take care
So
of business,
basically,
Skylander.
we're going to go
Free
take
them
care of
and teach
everything
those
here,
trolls a
kill some
lesson.
trolls,
And hurry.
whatnot.
I
So.
can already smell the cooking fires and tartar sauce.
Personally, I don't like tartar sauce whenever I eat fish. I prefer having the fish just seasoned well enough that I don't need tartar sauce. So, that's me personally, though. And that's enough fish talk, so.
Hurry! Save our people before they become fish sticks!
So, this is a level I'll probably do primarily with either a Skylander that flies or a water Skylander so that you can easily go between the water and the rest of the level. So, as I mentioned, I think in episode 3 of this, that probably my favorite Skylander, Spyro, comes down to more that it just happened that he was one of the main reasons I even got interested in Skylanders. So now they're going to start adding a little more puzzly kind of stuff to Skylanders. So you have to
redirect the energy
move crystals and whatnot to open up things, and we're just making everything a little more interesting. So.
Skylanders of the water element are stronger in wisdom.
So yeah, like I said, in the this episode will be the last one where I don't have items actually laying about. This is the last one where I had already done recording and it lost my recording for whatever reason. It didn't save the files. So. So, yeah, like I said before, most of the levels are pretty straightforward. There we go. So, I mean, just making sure you take a gander at everything. I'm pretty sure there was like a treasure chest up there, so. Yeah. Yeah, so, let's see. What's good stuff to talk about? I don't know, I keep looking at what characters are confirming for Super Smash Bros. 4. I was excited to see that Mega Man was going to be in it, so. Personally, I think Mega Man's pretty sweet. But yeah, I was glad to see that they confirmed that Sonic would be in it again. Sonic's probably one of my favorite characters ever.
Skylanders of the water element are stronger.
I mean, I grew up with Sonic being on, you know, everything. He had games, he had TV series, he still has a comic running. I mean, of the video game icons, he was probably single-handedly one of the best. I mean, he's one of my, one of the gaming characters that I look forward to see what kind of new stuff they're gonna come up with. Haven't decided on for the life of me, I can't remember what the name of the game is, but it looks like it's got the kind of gameplay as Sonic Heroes, in terms of there's multiple characters on the screen at one time, but it looks like it's sort of a beat 'em up. I can't remember what it's called, so trying to figure out what that's all about. I've only seen one ad for it, so I don't really know a whole lot, but
Rotate to eliminate your enemy.
so hopefully it'll be a pretty solid game. Like I said, I haven't heard much of anything yet. But I don't know. I've got a bunch of his games. Besides like Legend of Zelda and Mario, it's probably the next game series that I have almost every single game for. I mean, got most of his original ones, including, the original Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and then a little bit of the newer stuff. I really like Sonic Killers. That one was really good. Probably gonna get Sonic Lost World pretty soon. I mean, I have the Wii U to play it on. Got Sonic Generations. I thought that was awesome, giving homage to the series and what it was back in the day. So, yeah. And it opens up the exit back out. But yeah, it's been a rough ride for Sonic. A lot of people lost interest. What was it? Sonic 06. To me, I feel like they're not real fans. If one game can make or break, a series for them. Personally, I feel that as bad as 06 is, there's some good stuff that came from it. Music, for one. There's not a whole lot that was awesome about that game, but it's definitely could have been a lot worse. Not by much, but I guess that's contradictory there. Yeah, it definitely could have been worse. Yeah, there was some cool story stuff for Shadow. I feel like Shadow's gameplay and story stuff was pretty, of the three characters, like storylines, probably the best one. But yeah, definitely could have been better. We took care of that. So this will take us back to the beginning. Yeah, so I mean, a lot of people don't like Sonic and the Secret Rings. I thought that game was awesome. It was a different take on it. I like the storybook kind of what is it, storybook, where they tell the part of the story with storybook. The parts that did have like video and whatnot, I thought were pretty awesome. So but What else is there? I mean, as far as bad games, outside of that, some people don't like Sonic Unleashed because of the Werehog stuff. Personally, I thought the Werehog was an interesting addition to the game. And then the whole, like, it's definitely one of the fastest Sonic games I've ever played. So I thought that was pretty sweet, personally. So, I mean, once again, this is my opinion on it, but whatever. Should take me to the last area. So that should cover everything that's in this area. Go on and get out of here. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you're a true fan of any series, you have to like, you know, find the good in any game you play. You know, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, I don't like, you know, certain games in the Legend of Zelda series. I don't understand it, because if they're really a Zelda fan, there should never be a game that they don't really care for. I mean, a lot of people are like, they don't want to consider Zelda 2 to be part of the series. Personally, I think Zelda 2, as hard as it may be, is a pretty solid game. So, I mean, once again, this is my opinion, but I think Zelda 2 is pretty solid. It brought some new stuff, the incorporation of magic. I mean, they're like, oh, it's not the Zelda formula. Second game in the series, how is there a Zelda formula?
Don't dare the dragon.
I mean, they took a step in a different direction. Wasn't necessarily what everybody was expecting, so, you know, gets a lot of hate for that. But personally, I think that it gets a lot of things right in terms of, like, additions. It adds sword techniques to it other than just your standard attack. It adds, you know, the magic thing. You got all different kinds of magic in that one. It adds, you know, different kind of overworld to it. Huge overworld. Not the same kind of overworld everyone wanted, but it's an overworld nonetheless. Side-scrolling person I thought was pretty cool. And then just the, I mean, there's kind of little quirks and things to it that I like. And I don't know, what else? I mean, the difficulty, like I said, it can be one of those rage-quitting games. But I don't know, I haven't played all the way through it, because I have to take it in small doses just because of the difficulty. But, you know, it's one of those things, whenever you finally beat something in that game, it is an unbelievable, like, awesome feeling. You're like, I can take on the entire world because I just beat the second dungeon of Zelda 2. Because at that point, if I didn't beat it, I'd have to go all the way through the swamp again, and it was going to be ridiculous. So, got it in one go, without a game over. But, I don't know. I mean, the other ones are kind of like, I mean, a lot of people don't really care for, well, surprisingly, a lot of people don't really care for Skyward Sword. They don't feel that it was, and I mean, I think Rabbit Luigi touched on this. It's one of those games where the expectations were so high for it when it came out that, you know, just because it didn't reach that expectation bar that was set 10 times higher just because it was a Legend of Zelda game doesn't mean it's a bad game. Personally, I find it to be one of my favorites simply because it's got all the backstory to it, you know. It has the story, you know, the very first incarnations of Link, Zelda, and Ganon, and then it has, you know, how the Master Sword was created. I guess it's kind of spoilers. I kind of just led into that. I mean, it's been out for 2 years now, so not. I mean, I guess there's still people that haven't probably played it, but yeah, sorry about that. It just kind of, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's got the whole first incarnation story, you know, how the Master Sword was created, the origins of like Hyrule, how it was originally created, all that kind of stuff. Okay, there's an item down there. So I keep killing the trolls and stuff down there because I think you have to, in order to get enough enemies killed. So, but yeah, I mean, I feel like with anything, there's going to be one or two bad games that are gonna, you know, make or break who the true fans are of the series. If you're a true fan, you're gonna take that game and find the good stuff in it. Like I said, I liked the overall story. It was the first Zelda and Skyward Sword that I legitimately wanted to go fight for. Felt like she meant something to me. So, I mean, like I said, it's personal preference on it. I really like Skyward Sword, but it also depends, you know, a lot of, you know, gaming stuff depends on, you know, when you first played it. You know, Skyward Sword is probably like 4th or 5th Zelda that I finished all the way through. I'd played a few of the other ones, but, you know, that's, yeah. You know, you got to keep all those in perspective. So we'll continue this conversation in the next episode. In the next episode, we will be getting the twin spouts, I think is what they're called, so that we can hold the eternal water source. This has been Rando Gamer, and this has been Let's Play Legend of Zelda. Oh my god. My bad. I was talking about Zelda so much I got off track. This has been Let's Play Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, and in the next episode, like I already said, I'm just rambling at this point, so see y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.